in my tongue. Is there a law against the truth these days? If I left for the hoe was just dumb. With alcohol, I don't really need proof these days. He ain't real, and I bet it. King Henry only leave my bitches beheaded. Guns make you move, you can tell him wise legend. A pleasure to point him out. You can tell him I said it. 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 Right? Everywhere I'm going, throwing east side. They got a problem. Tell him.
No, I understand why V-Dot was coughing in that video.
Yo, but you see, that was the embodiment of the podcast because he had to get high, and then he dropped a bomb on everybody. Like, yo, you think about everything that you say because messing with me and Rob, man. Argue something down all the way to the molecule. You know what I'm saying? Damn, that's very sad.
You hired.
Yeah, welcome to the You Hired podcast, man. I am your host, W. One Wise One. Here with Rob.
At Rasta Shotcha, Rasta, Shotcha.
Also got Laura Tate
Rising to the top.
on Instagram. Make sure you follow that. And we got my nigga Archangel also.
Right here on the Archangel IG.
I ain't gonna spell it out.
RAHEL, the ARK Angel.
Make sure you follow him, man. Poet in Gaza, my favorite poem.
Reggae artist.
Yeah, reggae artist, promoter.
Security.
Yo, what
got
up?
19
jewelry,
jobs, man.
got oil, incense, shit.
Dietitian.
You know what I'm saying? This nigga just, he might as well be a Jamaican.
Yeah, I have a half hour of it.
Hey.
Relevant.
That's a ventilation.
And with looking beyond that, from John Henry Clark, black folks' biggest problem, we don't know what true history is. And every time those give pieces of true history, we look at the ones that don't know what we still want to solidify it with what the white man call it, what their statistics say. When folks want to say black on black crime, the last time I checked, the percentage of the numbers was maybe 15,000, 16,000 years. The police killing us about maybe 100 to 40,000 years alone, much less everything else. So it's no
100,000
comparison.
to 40,000? Is that what you
No, 100,000 to about 125, 140 maybe.
worldwide?
No, in America. America.
Really? Where did you obtain
I
these
know,
numbers?
we need,
That's a lot to
We
like
can't
just
be
throw
just-
out there and
Yeah.
not have like facts.
yeah, we gotta
I mean,
have
on
some.
record, they got, it's about 70,000 to 65,000. I can't, it's one of them numbers, I ain't a reporter, but I can't give them a But on record, what you can find, they killing us about 65 to 70,000 accidental deaths by police officers. And automatically, the majority of them black. Then,
So that's a total of everybody.
no,
Like
when I done the
65.
numbers of what I unfolded between me and my folks, what the evidence that we acquired is higher always. They gonna put one thing on media, and if media responded negatively, then they gonna put a spin on it and change the numbers lower. That's just like when they had the little wars back in the day with Baby Bush and whatnot. They kept changing the numbers on the deaths, that how many was falling when it was greater then.
So I think otherwise that they already have in their mind what they want to show from the media, that it's all like creative.
Yes.
Because the media is only owned by 7 corporations worldwide.
Right. So think about
it's all
cops.
purchased information. Like, we want you to show this. It's just like this recently. They switched from freaking all these pedophiles. Trump were getting all these pedophiles being caught, being blasted out. Like, these weren't just regular people. These are really wealthy people, politicians. And then it goes to
Jeffrey Epstein.
Popeyes chicken sandwich. How do we just go from all these pedophiles getting caught to Popeye's chicken sandwich?
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Jeffrey Epstein.
Real good too, because that's how
I was
Just
talking to
look at
Rob.
It's like, y'all
Distracted.
forget real quick.
I was talking to Rod last night about, yo, have you seen, because they said that bro was screaming in the cell. Jeffrey Epstein. Now, I mean, personally, he could have killed himself. You know what I'm saying? Thinking like, yo, I got all these, you know, I signed his blood off. It's time to go.
I think he ate a Clinton sandwich.
Yo, did you look? If anybody, just check and see who this nigga's cellmate was. This nigga's cellmate looked like he could hang this nigga from his arm. That's what my cellmate.
Oh,
Big old white dude. Big old white dude. Remember, he died in the cell with the cellmate. People don't say that. They don't be like, yes, his cellmate was he had a cellmate.
Because all the time I thought he was alone.
No, he was not alone. He was in there with his cellmate.
They set him up to
big ass
get killed.
white dude. Yeah, this motherfucker.
They set him up.
He got
to
a
get
picture
killed.
like this. That's how big that nigga is. You feel me?
Plan.
It was a setup to get killed. When you
That's
know
him
too
right
much,
there, right?
They gonna try to put you somewhere where you.
Let's go. Look, that's that nigga right there. Look at that nigga.
Seriously?
He look like a baby puppy. Look at that nigga, son. That nigga is
probably like-
that nigga like Vin Diesel. That nigga look like Vin Diesel at his best. And then some, my nigga.
Who's my doggy?
Dude, he's freaking in the Caribbean now, like straight chilling, like with $1 billion, with Epstein's money.
They
So
say
like,
he
we're gonna
got
transfer this to
something.
your accounts.
Alright,
Seriously.
let me drop
His
like
ass
something
out.
for you. Like how they mention different groups. I ain't gonna say their name, but
What type of groups?
you know the ones you hear all the time.
Hey, yo. Hey,
I don't know what that means.
We on the podcast, and you're gonna have to drop some facts if you say
I'm gonna
something.
drop some facts.
Okay, big man, let's get it.
Alright. From different ones they name, from Tupac and different things. Anything you
Oh,
hear
thank
all
you.
the
He offered
time.
me juice.
Here
But I don't want to sit there on the floor.
how I'm
You
dropping.
want a water?
No, okay.
Are you sure? They
You
room
want a
temperature,
water?
but they kind of cool.
Yeah.
Anything you hear all the time named in the media cannot be the just big bad evil. It got to be something else we ain't seen, because we always hear this name, and then now everyone that blow up got to be a part of this group. So it got to be something else. It's good and bad in a lot of different shit, and we don't know the status quo of what things are because we are on the outside looking in. When whatever you hear all the time, whatever just coming to the surface like that, that can't be it. It gotta be a whole other picture we ain't seeing because the masses are seeing this and it ain't nothing being done about it. So that can't be it. That's just a fall guy, something to look towards and blame.
That's very true, because people just take what they see on the news and they don't look any further. It's like, well, CNN told me and I believe it. That's pretty much what, and when you ask, like I was discussing, I can't remember what it was with this guy on Facebook. He's like, well, you need to watch the news. I'm like, I'm not arguing with anyone that's freaking telling me to refer to the news as a reference.
Oh, yeah.
You're absolutely an idiot.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's
What's the
not
definition of
valid
TV?
information.
It's no difference than nagging your neighbor telling you what to happen.
And
They
Animaniacs.
gonna all put their own spin on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like,
Just like, what's the name of that game? Chinese Whispers?
But
Oh, yeah, when you whisper around the table and see if it come back.
You gotta realize
Yeah.
half of these CNN people, they get they drops from people on the street, from Instagram, from, you know what I'm saying, from a tweet.
anything.
You know what I'm saying?
Anything that's
it's like, it's just like this. It's like in music. They have what they call payola, right? So the music could be crap. It's no good. But if in Atlanta, what is the going rate? In Atlanta, drop 20,000. Everybody's gonna hear your song over and over until they start believing, oh, this is who's paying us. That's what we're gonna feed you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Keep running the story until they believe, and then we're
Exactly.
gonna switch.
And then
Until somebody pays us better.
Like it's flowering time in the marijuana field.
you know what I'm saying? So with the control with it, think about the show Cops or whatever, 41st, 48. You notice they cut back on the show, and because it started being majority white folks on there.
Ah, really?
When it started being 3 or 4 comedians cracking jokes, I love watching Cops down. When the white folks jump down, they check down.
I never thought about that.
When it started being 2 or 3, next minute, oh, this is the last season.
But investigation discovery. It's like when they say like, oh, thanks to Tiff. It's like when investigation discovery. That's the main. It's Caucasian. If you watch it, but to me it shows
Investigation
that I don't
discovery.
care.
Like crime.
Yeah, like I don't care what freaking color you are, where you're from, how rich you are, how poor you are. Everybody's crazy as hell.
Somewhere in.
You know what I mean?
How good you can control it.
Right. There's
Right.
just like in every family. Like everyone has that craziness. It's just some hide it better than others.
Oh, but let me
You know what I mean?
agree with you. But let's show how you just hit something to show
I
how.
know what you mean, definitely.
Hold on. She hit on something. What's one of the shows that everybody should know that white folk crazy as fuck, and there's a lot of people with money crazy as hell? Lifetime. We all grew up with our mamas and dads looking at Lifetime.
Right? But it's always over.
Every
like,
Sunday, though. Every
I don't. You know what I don't
like
get?
over-exaggerated.
Seriously, what I do not get. Seriously, like I have a lot of white friends, and they're maybe. What I do not get is that why would you not want to get divorced, but you'd rather kill your mate? Just freaking get divorced, dude.
Right. But that's the
I don't
thing.
believe in
Back
divorce,
in
but I
Lifetime.
will murder you.
We grew up watching Lifetime, but back again, Lifetime. We grew up watching
Right.
the few shows like Lifetime, seeing all the other folks outside the hood doing
Right.
way more crazy shit. But then we programmed on the news with the lies that niggas in the hood doing majority shit. When the hoods don't make up the majority of the city.
Only 13%, 14% of the United States.
So if they only makes up the few, why the hell we always on the news when the other shit be going on?
Because the media's a
Controlled by
It looks
sin.
better if you're
Because
on
you got a
there.
gang of
Them
rich
John.
people
I
that
agree.
say,
I
hey,
I just need to be on one accord.
it's easier for 7 trillionaires to come together and say, look, we want this to happen, than for 7 trillion people or 1 trillion or however many trillion people are on the group. Let's just say just the 300 million or 400 million black people in America just to come together. I mean, if we were like ants come together for the Queen, which is a common cause, I mean, yo, I got ants taking my house apart, trying to fit chips through little cracks and shit. You know what I'm saying? And when I kill them on one side, they be on the other side.
Put some grits on them, nigga.
Every time I put cupcakes on my counter, them niggas be doing 3 times. I guess 3 times it takes to learn
Some
to
ammonia.
put cupcakes on your goddamn
That
counter.
might not be good.
Yeah, take the dish on your laundry, put a little spray bottle with some ammonia and some lemon or whatever.
I'm
Water.
already on it. I'm already on it.
That makes them get the hell on.
It makes them go another way. What you talking about?
And she be like, time out, you ain't playing
They
for
be like,
real.
hold up, man, we gonna have to run a goddamn audible, man, and go around. We gonna have to
That's how you
fight.
know black roaches and shit. They be stopping and looking at you like they pointing this shit. Yeah, that motherfucker be
Really?
hiding snacks
Like,
and
there you
shit.
go.
There you go.
They're gonna go the other way.
This is the way.
Very racist, goddamn.
German
the
cock.
roaches
Okay,
are
well, what about the black German cockroaches?
No, they got white roaches.
And all of them
The
goddamn
little
black.
German cockroaches is deep.
See, the white
roaches.
They're German?
Yes. That,
What do you mean German?
That
Them the
means
little
they're hard
ones.
to
To
kill.
the little baby ones.
He's like a roach
The-
expert.
Yeah.
Hey, if you black, you don't see the white roaches. They
Oh man, you
disrespect.
see one of them, man. They're the scary motherfuckers, cause you don't know.
You know what I'm
What
saying?
do you freaking
They
mean?
might
white
shoot up all the
roaches?
other roaches.
This is cockroaches. They got
See,
white ones.
They got white roaches and then the one act white. See, they're the ones when the lights come on, they don't run and shit. They think they own everything and shit. They gonna keep walking like they don't see you and shit till you get up on
No, it's
it.
like the science of roaches.
I mean, nature is
I know roaches, you know what I'm saying?
You got no nature.
roaches.
Why? I don't want to know.
Some
this.
fly, some hiss.
like a spider.
Man.
Like if a
It's
spider
like
was
make a
down here in the
sound.
corner,
Yeah,
That would freak me the hell out. No.
I'll probably get rid of them.
But they don't live in. They don't.
Yeah, they're not like.
I'm in the woods.
Here.
But yeah, you
You see them in the woods.
you don't see one there.
You don't see them unless people import them from like South America or Asia.
They got
On the
loose.
woods.
Somebody's white child.
It is.
Oh, look what I
They're like,
found.
oh, my friend. Hey, Roger.
Oh, look what I found. Brought back from Africa.
Yo,
No, hit
I
it,
hope it
kick
ain't no little. I hope it ain't no little white kid listening like that's me,
That's
man.
me.
Why they be having pet rats and
I'm gonna
pet
shoot you guys.
Mommy. Oh, Jonda don't ate the pet Jimmy.
Did you see the thing on Facebook where the little girl brings in the dead squirrel? And they're like, Sarah hasn't put down the dead squirrel, Sarah.
It's
Yeah,
not
that's
And she
dead,
just,
right?
Yeah.
she just looked
That's the
like,
Michael Myers right there.
She like, you want to pet it?
They got dead mommy. It just sleep.
she was so relaxed. She was just carrying it throughout the
You
house.
got the videos right.
What video is
I'm
it?
telling you, they some different children, bro.
Matter of fact, they
See, people think I don't like white folk. I like white folk. It's just the evil ones I can't stand. But the white folks show you what not to do and shit. You know what I'm
What do
saying?
you mean?
Like I was in this situation years back. I'm smoking, he drinking.
This already sounds.
Let me get that shit right.
Yeah, that shit sounds like he's smoking, he's drinking. Next thing you know, oh, it's like some Steve Harvey shit. He tell the thing, oh my God.
They don't clear this area big enough, you know, to put a mall, parking lot, all that. So that's a whole lot of forest, and there's a big hill right there. Next man, we see this creature running on top of the hill and shit, looking like a furry Teletubby with a child face. And I look, he dropped this big liquor, whatever it was, and hit my blood. And the first thing he said, I got 2 flashlights in the truck. You want to go after it? So I became black real quick. I said no. See, this is part of the movie where the nigga lives or die. I'm gonna go back in there, get on this book so I can pass this shit we out here for, and you go after it. If I see you looking different tomorrow, I ain't fucking with you. And he was looking
like this
different.
poetry right now.
He came in. Normally he the cook of the
Is that
place.
real? He really
This is
built
real.
like that?
This real.
This is real. We about to get into these videos.
This real story where this joke was. You know what I'm saying?
We talking about this little nigga on this video.
He was into it. I'm cool.
Well, yeah.
Said, nah, nigga, the story is mad real.
I'm saying he was a cook, right? Any other time I went in this motherfucker. He came in the next day, cleaned up, chef uniform, haircut, all that. What did he have the time to do all this? And then he was like, "You want to know what happened?" I said, "Hell no, because you already looking like a different motherfucker." But real talk, I ain't find. I mean, in books, I learned what the thing was later. But at that moment, I wasn't going with him.
Even if I knew, I wouldn't go. Like, I don't care.
Well, so I knew. I'm glad I didn't win, but I was like, 2 flashlights. I'm thinking he about to say he got 2 shotguns. He got a big rig out there. You know what I'm saying? He looked like a.
It's just like all
boy.
the scary movies. Like the black people hear the noise, they're gone. The white people like,
Who was I telling that to yesterday?
who is that? Paul,
They do
is
that
that
for
you?
real.
Paul?
Oh, I was telling the kids that they out here playing with my damn pits, knowing damn well my pits will eat their ass up. I said, man, y'all acting like white kids, man. I said, black kids don't do that. Black kids see something scary and get the fuck up.
You don't take chances.
The only thing scary that a black person to see that he won't run from is a dead body.
I got a question.
He's like, oh shit, look
I got
at
a
that
good
shit.
question.
Yeah, with a nigga other than that, no.
If you're in your house by yourself and you hear something, the door closed, what you gotta do?
Oh, you go check that shit out with your
Exactly.
But that's in your house though.
Hey, look, man, I was in my crib one time.
You in somebody else's house, you gonna leave.
I thought I heard some shit, nigga. I was about to leave out, nigga. And I was like, man, hold up, this is my house, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was about to go.
Yeah.
I got to the door. I grabbed some of the shit off the counter. Like, let me get this shit and get the fuck out.
Fuck this shit.
Nigga, I got to the door, nigga.
I'm out of this motherfucker.
I said, nah, nigga, this is my house, nigga.
Yeah. That's your house.
Back on skateboard. We got
If you was in your friend's house, you
black.
gonna leave. Don't go outside. Hey dog, it's something in your house, my nigga. I don't know what the fuck it is, nigga. I'm outside. Like you mean you go in there, wake your ass up and come out the room.
We got another type of scared black folk. Before I woke all the way up,
Another type of scary black folk.
I used to travel with. Before I woke all the way up, I used to travel with gospel plays and stuff and do theater act.
Oh, I can see
So,
you being an actor.
We was we went to these famous reptiles and stuff and thing in Florida. So here it is, we got all these Christian folks supposed to be holy, so they, you know what I'm saying, but they got common sense.
Of course.
We around this big old alligator that was in all the Tarzan movies, about 100 some odd years old, but he blind in one eye, half blind in the other.
Wait, what was this?
Down in Florida.
That was a person?
No, it was a real alligator.
Alligator, okay.
So, right. So,
Hey, that's
the
like
curators telling
like
them.
that?
The curator telling the story about the different animals, whatever. And all of a sudden, I see 2 people ran. So I'm running too. Shit, I ain't waiting around. I see the preacher man doing hid behind the big fat sister. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Like this and shit. I said, hold on, Rev. I thought Jesus got you. What's up? You know what I'm saying? So this really started with my wake up moment, because she freezing, she don't turn blind and whatever, like, what? I'm just talking about Jesus help me, because I don't know what's going on. See, you going to be the white person. You going to just wait around and get ate up. And when I found it was a little snake, I was like, oh man, but shit, I wasn't waiting around to find out. The cracker, I don't know if he fed him or not. All these black folks, he might be one of them racist, you know what I'm saying?
The alligator?
It was a big old alligator. This shit was like, again,
You prefer dark meat?
I wasn't trying to find out. But like I said, you got them folks that will freeze up and won't move.
That's true, yeah.
But the real niggas, they go, shit, I ain't even trying to wait to see what the hell they running for. I know we got some big ass shit out here. I'm like, shit, I'd rather be wrong than be right in this situation. Shoot. He hid behind his sister, and then she looking around like, what y'all running for?
Well, it has nothing to do with him being Christian. He's just weak. He's just weak.
What's your point in the Christian aspect?
Did you point out a religion in particular?
Yeah,
I am a Christian. Let me tell you.
Oh,
But
I
only
don't
two
see that
times in
happen
my
too many
life,
times.
I am a Christian. Only 2 times in my life,
Mm-hmm.
I fought. That's for my mom. Like, I don't care. I will fight.
That was a
for
hood
anything.
in. That was a sister.
It was like, it was a rap. Like, I just black out. Whenever, like, I just
That was
black
a,
out.
see, that was a
I
sister.
can't.
Jesus, you on what?
Peter for that moment.
Yeah, you got
I will
enemy.
cut. I am a Peter.
You know
I
what
will
I'm
cut your freaking ear off. Like, seriously, I come with a sword, dude.
you
Like,
got
people
sword.
always underestimate me because I smoke a lot.
You seem like you probably some kind of sharp object.
I'm really kind, but like, you will not run over me. You will not run over my family. And if you're a real friend, you will not run over my friend.
I
Like,
seen
I am
the
totally a
accident.
Peter.
I'm
I
telling
will
you.
freaking cut your ear off.
I seen an accident.
Why the ear in particular? Because you didn't say that like 3-4 times.
Because in the Bible, that's what he did.
what
When
type of Mike
like they came for Jesus, and then
Cut his ear off.
yeah, and then like Peter was like, "Oh no," and cut his ear off, and then Jesus stopped him, or it would have been his head probably.
Oh Jesus! Oh, so Peter tried to cut somebody's ear off.
Yeah, like the soldiers came for Jesus, but then he
That's
went
a
to
down
cut
ass
his ear
nigga
off.
right there.
You know-
I ain't never heard that story, but
Yes.
I'll ride with that story, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, yo, man, I'm Peter, nigga.
totally. You feel
You
me?
seen Jesus? Nope.
I used to call myself Peter.
I'm Peter. What y'all got?
They leaving the parts
You know
out.
what I'm saying?
And if you go back to the
Nah.
Roman scrolls, Etta, what they call Peter, he actually got in the fight. You know, no Roman soldier gonna sit there like, oh really? You just take my ear off and shit. You know what I'm saying? He a Roman,
Yeah, but he was
But
he
they
was
got in
the
a
one that
fight.
was killing people
but
before he got born again.
Yes, but
he was killing people that were
let's
Christians.
keep reality in
I
it.
fucks with Peter.
He was a
Not
Roman
because he was
soldier.
killing Christians, of course. You know what I'm saying? But just because he
He was fast, but he wasn't
That's a
that.
G, my nigga.
He wasn't that fast. He ain't gonna
Trying to
shoot
get
that
his
sword.
life right, nigga. You feel me? The rest of y'all niggas be on some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a real G like y'all niggas
Yeah,
try
the rest
to pull
were
me
running.
back.
All the rest they were
Right,
running
you know what I'm
behind.
He like, yo, I done killed me 1,000 niggas and I don't want to kill 1,000 more. You feel me? Shit.
But the story that unless y'all going in there, but that story hit messages. It's deeper than what it is.
We gonna save that for
We gonna
come. Gonna be here next podcast, my man.
yeah, that's a different one. That's a whole different picture.
I'm about to get all these videos. I don't know which ones is which, so shit, just run us. Yeah, I like
This kid, dude. He's like a little demon or
what you
something.
call it?
Oh, let me see you one. I got one to sing. Send to you.
In 1983, Alvin Kennard was charged with taking $50 during a Bessemer robbery. Thanks to prior burglary and larceny convictions, he
bullshit.
was sentenced to life without parole under
Some
Alabama's
bullshit.
3 strikes rule.
50
Then
bucks.
today, Judge
Alabama.
David Carpenter gave Kennard credit for time served. His niece Patricia
Gonna
Jones,
re-sentence this
elated
nigga
the
with
life
time
sentence,
served.
was satisfied.
Life
He had to be
50 bucks.
sentenced, but with it being so severe, we were just hoping that one day God would free him, and he did.
Judge Carpenter said that if Kennard had been given life in prison under the state's current sentencing guidelines, he would have been eligible for parole back in 1999. Instead, he had to wait 20 extra years to receive his freedom. During today's resentencing, Kennard apologized and took responsibility for his crime. He told the judge he wants to become a carpenter.
He said he wanted to get us a job. He wanted to support himself, and we're going to support him.
50 bucks.
And in every way we can.
I was told
Jones and the judge were not sure exactly when her uncle would be released from Bessemer's Donaldson prison. In Bessemer, John Papke, WBTN 13.
Boy, I swear I done been locked up with him in Aniston before.
That's not.
Yeah, niggas move around in Alabama.
You're having good memories.
Yeah, niggas move around.
Ain't no good memories.
No good memories being locked up down there.
Pause it, man.
$50 in 50 years or life?
Life.
He got life.
Life.
50
And what's the guy that
bucks.
was freaking?
That's fucked up.
Not beating nobody up, just for stealing 50 bucks.
What's the guy that was stealing all those people's
Look at
money?
Wayne Williams.
Oprah and all of them fooled him out of their money. And he did like 3 years, if that.
He was white, man.
Ben, what was his name? I forgot his name though. been something. Something's been. I mean, he stole like millions, if not billions.
Tennessee and shit. This shit gets
That is insane.
Shoot, that's like Wayne Wynn. They don't make songs of this man kidnapping children and all that. He ain't do it. He was never charged.
So you don't think he did it either?
He didn't do it. I got partners that are on that grew up on in certain areas where they was it was white dudes in vans trying to kidnap children.
No, I didn't hear that on a special.
Well, some of their partners got grabbed up and they turned up dead. These cats got the nightmares about it to this day. You know what I'm saying? So this shit real. They blame this on this man. He was convicted of killing a white person or whatever, and it was self-defense and whatnot. They were just sitting.
So that was added onto it.
No, he was never charged with doing anything on no children. My partner, he brought it up on file and everything. He was never charged with and whatnot. He was just released and whatnot after all these years.
Not Wayne Williams.
Yes.
Wayne Williams is released?
Yes.
No, he's still in prison.
Recently, he was supposed to be released.
Yeah, he get released.
I think he's in prison.
He was on the
that would have been major news.
He got charged for two. He got charged for 2 of the murders. It's just all the kids he's not getting charged with.
Yeah, he got charged for.
He got charged for 2 of them. He's doing time for 2 of them.
Yeah.
Those were the older ones, the older people that got killed, whatever, the older victims that got killed.
But
It's
he's
all
supposed
the
to
younger
be
ones that they're saying.
I could have sworn the news say he got out.
His profile.
Yeah, but it's 2 that he going down for. You know what I'm saying? But I know
It
even
wasn't
still,
children,
nigga,
though. Those
I know
were
it's a lot better if he didn't do it. I know he'd be like, yo, nigga,
But
I
did you
killed
think
them
about
niggas.
what
I ain't
he
killed them
went
babies.
in prison, like with prison justice, because everyone thought he did it.
Yeah, you
That's
want
a
that.
crazy
You
thing.
want that in prison. You don't need to be in prison around the wrong people.
Right, but see, he's already
that really
he's
love
already-
children.
He's already had to pay.
Like that nigga with the dogs. I love children. You kill children? Like, yo, nigga, get this charge off me. This nigga keep kicking my ass. I ain't killed them children. I killed them older motherfuckers. You kill older niggas too? Yeah, we kill old people. We don't kill young people. Yeah, that nigga might be in there getting his ass
Nah,
whooped.
killer is a killer.
No, but I'm just saying, when you locked up, that's like a pedophile.
Yeah, it's like
Right,
a
that's what I'm
rapist.
saying.
You get put in the wrong section, nigga, that's your ass, nigga. You
Yeah,
know
that's
what I'm saying? I've been locked
so
up.
even
and it
though they're
happened
saying
when we was locked
now
up.
he didn't do it, but he's already had to pay like his prison sentence.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know,
So
you
So
still
they
gotta
already
be in
screwed him
prison.
up, literally.
But now,
Like, yo, nigga,
we got
we
checking.
have a
I got
better-
checking it because I could have sworn they had him on the news that he got released.
Nah, just released all
Yeah,
his
I
charges.
think he's still locked
Nah,
up.
just released. Nah, that nigga ain't going nowhere. He got hit for 2 of them. And 2 of them he went down for. They not even bargaining that no more. They just worried about the kids.
What's the 2 he got hit for?
They were the older ones. It was like an older
children,
mixed or
grown folk.
white person
It was a
and
grown white man.
I think a black dude.
And it was self-defense.
Yeah, I know he was claiming
It was self-defense?
I don't think he got out. Let's see.
That's what the charges was originally. It was against some white person, or not to say it like that. But
I mean, if they're white, they're white.
What can we say? Because if it was black, they probably wouldn't say it, but they would show that
This
picture.
nigga.
Be 14. Black
Like,
man.
give us
large.
the worst pictures you can find, and we'll choose the
I
worst.
know,
out of
like
those
they did with
worst.
OJ. They gave a darkened picture of OJ to portray him.
Yeah, more
That's
darker.
so crazy. Yeah, like
To all the white people
What is
that
It
stay in
is a
middle
chase.
America.
He going 30 miles an hour. The police is chasing him. You could have ran up beside OJ, let me get your autograph.
Yeah, he's found
Could
guilty.
have ran up the side and had a conversation, basically.
oh okay. Oh
Oh
wow.
2019 with examine. Just released a statement. Get released now.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He's still locked up.
Yeah, that's nothing to say. Yo, he's trying to fight it. It's being conducted.
It's a
It's
wrap.
being conducted. But he is, yeah, you know, he ain't got yet.
Alright, let's do that next video.
But that's just the point. There's so many brothers and sisters that went to jail, either minute or innocent, and never get out
Right, that's true.
Yeah, you already know.
and whatnot.
Hopefully
And
the
then
majority
they
of
look
them
at it
will.
just a statistic, oh, it ain't nothing. But this is what we face every day you leaving the house, whether you got money or not. Look at T.I. He get locked up in his own damn neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? What the hell?
Yeah, that's some real fuck shit.
Or the guy that got locked up in his own house.
Yeah, when you kick
That's
him down,
crazy, yeah.
You know you got the right to
I got
protect yourself.
that
That is
shit.
so
I
crazy.
got a couple of those out here.
Alright, It's Deborah Stevens.
I don't want to die. You're not going to die. Hold on. Well, I mean, I'm scared. I'm sorry. I understand that you're scared, but there's nothing I can do sitting in here. So you're going to hold on. I'm going to send you somebody, okay?
That's Debbie Stevens begging for help. She was on the phone with 911 for about 24 minutes. She tells the dispatcher water is filling up her car.
You're not going to die. I don't know why you're freaking out. It's okay. I know the water level is high. I understand that, but you're freaking out doing nothing but losing your oxygen. I'm not going to be here. As soon as they get here.
Police and firefighters
Yeah, the
rushed
pressure,
about 12
yeah.
minutes after the initial call, but it took rescue crews more than an hour to reach Stevens. This police body camera video shows just how
I
blood
know that.
area
Why
was.
is it that she looked strong enough?
Well, this will teach you next time. Don't drive in the water.
It's
Can't make it run slowly, or I don't see how you didn't see it. You had to go right over it. So.
she's really direct though.
Listening.
Disgust and concern that we all have. I understand that listening to a person going through the panic that Miss Stevens was and was finally almost in her life, we would all hope that we would get a little bit better response than perhaps what she was getting. I don't want us interacting with anybody in that way, whether it's a life or death situation or not.
The interim police chief says that dispatcher turned in her 2 weeks notice and this call came in on her last shift. The interim chief says he doesn't know why the Stevens 911 call was not given top priority.
I don't think the dispatcher realized or understood.
But she was hard. She was right.
Right now,
If you
they're
see the water's
investigating
right,
to see
then
if
why did you
policies
drive
were
now?
followed and how they can be
But
enforced.
why?
Somebody's in the panic.
This seems like something I would do. That's why, like, I do start like with
And
business.
absolutely,
That's
no
911 dispatch.
We've looked at that. And she did nothing criminally wrong. I'm not even going to go so far as to she violated policy.
Yeah, because she was direct. She was just honest. Why did you freaking drive through this water? You
You do
idiot?
that a lot.
Why did
They
you?
tell you, well, next time, ma'am, don't do such and such.
But
No, let's dissect it though. Now, let's dissect it.
I would be
Now,
her.
look.
I'm like, you freaking idiot.
other way?
Why did you freaking
I
drive
like
through
round
that
of
water?
applause for that
Roll
lady.
down the window.
That's how you go out,
You could have
goddamn.
rolled down the window and got it.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe if you.
Nah.
if
But
you
they saw
probably-
it wasn't even really that
If you
high,
wanted to
though.
hit
It
your
was
locks,
at the door.
because you want to hit your locks, you know, it'll probably
You could
burn
jam
out, burn out your system. If it hit your computer, it'll burn out your broken. Yeah, the only way to get out is
She
break
seems
it.
like the type of person driving a minivan or a hatchback, so I'm guessing the back window. I'm not trying to be funny because I know she died.
But I think
You know, probably had a dog with it too, though. You seen the dog?
Yeah, she died. She died.
No, she drowned in there.
Yeah, she drowned. Yeah. That's why I said I ain't trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just being real, just honestly.
And then when she told her, she was like, yo.
But it's still honest. Like seriously, why would you do that? Because they do that all the time. You have all this crazy wind, water blowing everywhere, and you have all
She
these.
do it on purpose.
What do you freaking mean?
She probably had bad eyesight.
Dude,
She
it's
went
She
right
probably like,
there.
my house is right there. My house is right
Dude,
over
she
there.
freaking
Next
knew.
right
She's
turn.
just hard-headed.
So she purposely drove into the water.
Yeah, that's what she was saying. Why did you drive in this water?
said I didn't
You're
know.
in a freaking minivan.
Then on top of that, the 911 dispatcher was a person of color. You heard him. He was like, we looked into it because he was looking like, if we could, we would find this Mexican or whatever she is.
Yeah, that lady was
He
fed
said,
up. She was like, yo, I'm tired of helping these stupid ass people.
Violate policy.
No,
So
no offense, RP, the lady.
But at the same
she
time,
was like,
you're
you
in
know
the
what?
911
It's my
dispatcher.
last day. You freaking idiot.
I would let a
See,
stupid motherfucker call before in these last 5 minutes. Beep. Oh shit! Oh shit!
is hold
Please
on.
let this bitch really need help. Oh, this bitch really don't need help. You drove into the water.
It's probably what she.
Bitch, do you know I'm about to retire in 5 minutes? Hold on, we gonna wait this car
I
out.
told him I'm gonna let somebody have it. I told him.
Look, somebody that came in the door. Hey, Stacey, you know
Hell
you
no.
clock out in 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
We gonna hold this bitch on the line. We gonna keep talking to this bitch.
All right, well, this is what I need you to do. Don't drive your dumb ass in the water no more.
Water started getting the bottom of
But that's what
Why didn't you get out the car?
People get offended by what's real. What she said was true. Why did you take your dumb behind in the water?
Some people don't know. This is
I'm
a
thinking
old
that it was
white
like something like this, and she
My
drive
grandma-
down, and she was like, I know
If I get enough
if I get-
speed.
yeah, or if I get stuck, I'll just float on the other side and keep pressing the pedal. You know, people, a woman, no offense, but
No,
women
yeah.
don't know cars you know, they
Not nowadays.
not most women.
I
You
get
know
what
what
you're
I'm saying?
saying.
Not most women.
But just basic common sense would have saved her.
That lady, she really looked like she had that fucking common sense. I'm sorry. She hung in that puppy
She look like a teacher.
like she lived
all
by
I know
herself.
is to teach these
I'm
ABCs.
sad for the student.
I'm sad for
My
the lady.
thing
I didn't
is-
know she passed away.
Her part
That's
was
sad.
when she
But what
first
the lady
realized
said
she
was
hit
Nigga
the
just
water.
made like 1,000 jokes.
What the lady said was funny. I just
After I told him that she passed away, he made 1,000 jokes.
But the thing is,
Why
like,
did
it's
she
true.
get out the car once she realized she hit water? She could have got out.
She had a dog, I'm telling you. All
Right.
about little pooch.
I bet the dog lived. Let's
The dog.
Roll the tape.
Hey,
And that's how you cut to the next thing, goddamn.
I love my dog, but I know he can swim. He got 4 legs.
Exactly. You supposed to know that. You let that nigga go first. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Case
He
of an
gonna
alligator out there. You know what I'm saying? You seen that new movie Crawl? I said, boy, if a flood come, I'm getting on top of my house. Think I'm moving to Florida. Fuck out of here. And you ain't seen that movie Crawl? Woo!
It's good.
Woo, yes, nigga, it's good, it's real. Them boy, like, them alligators look real as fuck, boy. Woo, nigga. That shit crazy.
I'm gonna watch it now.
Watch
I
that
saw
shit.
that shit and I was like, raw, nigga.
Yeah, I was like,
I like watching funny shit.
Spin off of
Oh, this shit.
goddamn.
This dumbass nigga, he's about to use a motherfucking fake ass credit card.
With the cops back there.
And
Really?
The police followed him in the store.
Oh.
If this was,
Hey, look, you can tell he white. Cop don't even got nothing.
you look at him, right? He's like, yeah, do something wrong.
Then,
This stupid motherfucker.
He like, do something wrong. Nigga. He like, I ain't even did nothing wrong. Why you staring at me, man? Always on my back. Watching the harder. Yeah, come here.
how does he know though?
Because somebody probably just called
He
it in.
just swiped it. He just swiped it, and the dude was like, yo, this is a stolen credit card.
Oh. So gentle with him.
Right.
Look how nice he is.
He trying to eat the
Security
fries.
This nigga trying to shop. One more free man snack.
Damn,
These
conversation.
noodles.
Freaking honey bun.
Yeah.
That's what I
Stupid
need.
nigga of the month or day or hour or what, it'll be this. Stupid nigga
Well, the
award.
policeman is right there. He didn't think, like, let me wait until he's.
Like,
He
oh,
was
damn,
sitting there
wrong
like,
credit
yeah.
card. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me run to the car real
Say,
quick.
you look like the type of white person
Right, 'cause
we
he
don't
didn't
like.
do nothing yet because he hadn't did anything, so he had to let him go. But this dummy freaking
Yeah.
kept swiping. He's like, oh, I came this far. I can't stop now.
Y'all see the one with the dude jumping at, what's the video I sent you? He was jumping at in one of those, like trampoline gym places. And he jumped
Police
out.
officer. And I don't know if that's a black guy or a
Poor
man.
kid.
I think that's a white guy.
First
Are
thing
they
you do-
seriously fighting?
People in the future, first
Why
thing
did
you
they
do is
do
drop
this?
that book bag.
He's like,
He
oh,
took off that vest like he's
Oh.
cracking now though.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Looks like a Hispanic.
Neither one of them did. The two Hispanics, but they can't fight.
Nah, that damn officer is
Nah,
white.
that's white.
That other guy might be a
Style.
Hispanic dude.
He was an Irish style boxer.
Oh yeah, even the people that are talking are speaking Spanish for the video.
I respect it.
Why is he freaking fighting?
I respect it though.
But
You
it's
expect the
like a
officer fighting?
G.
Is this America or is this like?
I respect it, yo. If you want to be a real man, keep that taser, that gun, and that mace in your
If you fight a
belt.
cop, he's not supposed to pull out no weapons on you. He's supposed to fight you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh really?
Yeah, with the exception of
Yeah,
tasers. With the exception of
They
tasers.
gotta go through training. He's
You know
supposed
what
to be
I'm
one of the
saying? You're
elite
supposed to fight.
to even be an officer. He's
If
supposed to
you
be
stop,
at
if they chasing you and you stop, and they trying to subdue you and they can't subdue you, and they got their gun out, they supposed to put their gun away and subdue you. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
With their hands. A lot of niggas can't do it. And that was that real shit about what's that cop movie with
know how
bones
true
in
that
it?
is, bro.
With bones in it. Nah,
That's true.
yeah. Cops
Niggas were
they subdue
getting shot and
with the exception of the Billy Club,
much,
yeah,
nigga.
that's what I'm saying.
What
With
you
the
talking
exception of that
about,
shit.
man?
With the exception of that shit. But they can throw them ones with you, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I respect that a lot. If a police officer be like, now if he just see a little nigga, like I want it to be the same all around the board. A little nigga or a big nigga. Don't see a little nigga and be like, oh, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Cause you know that's how, and them niggas be goddamn pumping iron and shit. They be like, yeah, I want me a little nigga.
Oh, in your head, boy.
Boom,
See,
and
nigga,
But some
right
people
on
still
that.
can't fight. Like they've been so big and they're just stiff. Like,
Most of them either be
It's
punks
for
in high
intimidation.
schools or bullies.
Hoping they don't have
it's
to
so
fight you.
gross. Like when you're like super big and you can hardly move, that is so unfair.
They mostly be
Like
punks.
Jeff
They even
Epstein
take a
sound
quarter off his back.
Like Jeff Epstein cellmate.
You so stupid like Jeffrey.
I bet that nigga was like, hey, you wiping my ass tonight, nigga.
I don't have no more room in here. I need room for my muscles.
I need you to hang yourself.
Every time I brush my teeth, you're right here, and my elbows on your back. He's time for you to die. That one, is that nigga, where is he? That
He
nigga
look like he Italian.
Yeah, he does look Italian.
He look like he's.
He looked like he was born on
Don't
Jersey
touch
Shore.
my bunnies.
It's not an Italian accent.
His sister's name is
I said Russian. I said Russian. The way he look at that picture with that one poodle, it's like, yo. And then I seen the other picture. Y'all probably didn't see it, but he actually had a bunch of big dogs around him. But whoever asshole took and cut him out with that little poodle, goddamn, that make it look even worse. Like, oh yeah, that nigga will kill you, nigga. Touch my dog. You touch my dog? Then we got another one. Right? Are these 31s, 31st?
I kill you for my
Nah, that top one was the baby. We did it.
Every
He
day,
getting his ass whooped.
every day, run.
Oh yeah.
Every day you
Look
act
at this
up.
nigga. I know wrong with
I'm
it.
about to say my daddy did it.
I agree with you. If you running, get your ass for it. Let's go. Let's go.
Stop picking it up.
That's martial arts.
Let's go.
Shit. Ram me. I love it.
Like I'm running.
Let's get it. It ain't gonna hurt. Let's go.
And I bet you that's
So
the
why
single
don't
mom.
I get it? Why is he
I bet
running?
you that's the single mom.
Every
If not, it would've
You want to
been
act up at school?
Yeah,
Your
it's a
ass
single
gonna
mom.
run.
You gotta
Let's
respect
get
that,
it.
man. Fuck, bro.
Put a little pep in your step.
I make my
Run like you running from an ass whooping. Let's go.
Run like you running from my ass
I'm
whooping.
saying that's a 5-in-1.
That nigga started screaming. That's how you run.
Hey look, cause they in the neighborhood he ain't supposed to be. I believe you right with all these white folks. No, mama, no!
You almost there. You right. Let's go.
Probably a dog back there somewhere. Ain't showing you white dude with the
We're
dog.
going around one more time then. Since you don't want to listen, run! Run! It ain't know what you want to do. You don't run nothing. Run! I told you, you ain't the boss.
Exactly.
You're the
I don't
child.
understand why people
You're the
negotiate with
child.
kids.
You're the
I don't get it.
child.
Like, what the hell?
You ain't the boss. Run!
World.
Boy, I gotta
I'm
go.
still trying to talk back, and he got.
I mean,
Nah, he ain't talking back. He begging for mercy probably.
Yeah, I'm
oh,
tired.
he talking back.
Oh, he is?
He said I am right.
You want to be disrespectful?
No,
You want to be rude? You don't want to listen? Hit this goddamn block one more time. Let's go.
Oh yeah, give it to him.
Let's go.
I said that too. My daddy be like, run, I'm trying. Yeah, he's trying to. What you can't make up for in energy, you gotta make up for verbally.
No, stay on the sidewalk.
She must be on a little
Go where you
school.
started from. Let's go. Put the pep in.
He ain't talking about doing that. If you gonna talk back, you stop. You like, I ain't gonna do this. You don't do the punishment and talk back. Not like, I know what you're saying, but I don't
that's
think
what people
that's
do
what
now
people
for
do. When you be whooping that ass and your mama be like, don't you act up, I ain't gonna act up in school no more. I won't do it, I won't do it. You trying to add whatever you can to stop that ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? To stop this, like, I need to make my
Oh,
mama
you're speaking in
believe.
defense of her
I
behind.
need to make her believe. Obviously, this running is not making my mama believe I'ma do it. So let me tell her to. I am mama, I'ma do it. You gonna stop talking back? I am gonna stop talking back. I am. You gonna do that shit? I done did it.
Yeah, I don't get people that
I was
negotiate
speaking
with
from
kids.
personal reference. I done
They
did
act
it.
like it's optional. Like your behaving is not optional. Like people I go somewhere like, oh, your kids are so well behaved. They don't have a choice. Like, there's no choice.
But you know,
Hey man, there's always more than one way.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everybody has their way of doing things.
Yeah, it depends on the child.
And different things work for different kids.
depends on the
Because
child.
one, like I
Either way.
have one, you can scream at,
yeah,
and she's like,
yeah. She's like, hey, I ain't gonna do that no more. That's how my
but
brother
then
was.
my son,
And I
like,
was
if you don't like cut into his pride, like you haven't said anything, he doesn't care. Like,
Yeah.
because he's like 10 going on 40. He's like 10 going, my son,
Yes, sir.
he's like 10 going on 40, dude. He thinks he's a,
Oh,
man, a
speaking
real
of
man.
children,
Is
I
he
got
the
a
oldest?
statement, man.
No, he's the middle kid. He's Jamaican. But he's like, dude, he swears he's an adult. He's like a man. So if you hurt his pride, like that's it. So if you talking to him, he'll just sit there and he won't say anything. You ask him questions, you sit there. He won't reply. But if you do something that hurts like his masculinity,
His pride.
Like it's a wrap.
Hey man.
Like I can't.
I said all children they're different.
Yeah, they are very different.
So I had to be whooped. I wasn't bad. I just did too much.
Strong-willed.
Yeah, strong-willed. I was like, I know I can do this and not get in trouble. Even though I know I'm not supposed to do it, but I know I done figured out a good way. I done sat here and thought about it. Oh yeah, that shit.
I done known this nigga for 30 years and he was bad.
That's what I'm saying. I just was thinking the shit to do. Just like, as soon as I get more, it's like, yeah, I know I can do this and shit.
How was he? Since he's describing you, how was he?
He learned
as a non-confrontational
not do
child.
shit because yeah.
What is your
Him get
birthday?
his ass
Yeah,
whooped.
he
I
said
said,
his birthday?
get in trouble and he'd be like, yeah, I ain't gonna do this.
When's your birthday? Oh, you're Aries?
You know what's crazy? Me and Ron used to go out and be blazed and come back, and my mom be like, "Yeah, both of y'all niggas smoke." But
I did some extra shit.
You got some extra shit.
I'm like, what?
You did some extra shit.
Now look,
I be sitting there like, yo, this shit is stupid funny, man.
you should
And look, she still believe that shit. She be like, nah, I don't care what you say, baby. He did
Look
something.
at his eye, look at his eye. But my mama know we were throwing out a car. This eye was like fucked up, like real huge. So I had a like lagging eye and shit. So when we smoked, that eye gave it all away. You know what I'm saying? That bitch, like it was real lazy, so it might start going off to the side, and I don't know. My mama would be like, look at your eyes, look at your eyes. And I used to be like, I used to want to be like, God damn, I got thrown out of the car. You was there, we all got thrown out. This eye tell on a nigga. That shit told on me when I was a teenager. It got better. It's better now.
That shit happened countless of times.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Every
so
single
many
time.
times. Every time.
Yeah, both of y'all high, but
He did something.
I bet
You was drinking something, snorting something.
even when I said, even when I told her that we smoked the same blunt, she'd be like, nah, you ain't see him do it. Look, what the fuck are you talking about? Said, no, that nigga snuck off and did it behind your back.
Probably he was so sneaky, you're really
But
sneaky.
I was the bad one. I just was like, yo, if I get bored, I just gotta come up with something.
You were extra, as they say.
I was adventurous.
I was adventurous.
You're willing to take the risk.
Yes, I was a daredevil. Everything flipped. If you told me I couldn't do it, oh, you fucked up. Yeah, like really, it was like I'd sit here and be like, 10 years old, you can't steal that candy bar. What the fuck do you think you talking to? That's what's going on in my head.
Fucking candy.
Nigga, I am a boss nigga.
3 wine
Three wine bottles, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm stealing the keys to the car to get the car to go to the store to get wine bottles for the hood. We finna come back. I done got
40s and everything.
Who can't go get them bottles?
So you're the one they were like, Ron will do it.
Yeah, I guess in their head, I was just like, nigga, don't tell me.
But it was nothing, man. We used to go.
Like the guy in Back to the Future, and when somebody says he's chicken, who are you calling chicken?
Who won't do it?
Classic.
Nah.
Oh man.
Nah.
Yeah,
It wasn't nothing to just, we used to go to Kroger every night.
I did
40s
kid
right
that
here.
shit.
You might do a 40 on a wine bottle. Just loosen your pants, bam, bam, whoop. Walk on out that thing.
I saw this lady on this like thief video.
One of the million that pull shit out of everywhere.
No, she put like a whole crate between her legs. She had on like a long skirt. She put like a whole crate between her legs and walked out. Can you imagine the strength of her thighs?
Cracking nigga neck, cracking walnuts.
That was crazy. A
What about
whole
the one that
crate.
had a
It
drawer
was
with
like
like a
24
candle?
glass bottles.
That is some master level. That is a some grandmaster skill. Mastermind. Like, she is a mastermind. That is mastermind.
That is crazy.
That means she was at home with a crate. Like, let me see if I can hold this. She said, yeah, baby, I've been walking all day with this motherfucker,
She
man.
definitely worked out growing up.
Shit.
Track team, might have been an old bodybuilder.
Yeah, he built a team
I
with
still
her.
got it.
Real ticket.
Oh, see,
All
that's
that
what
was
we said.
crazy.
Man, I need slow mo.
Oh shit!
I swear, man.
It's like, yo, who is the black people in the background? Like, who the black people? I said, man, look.
That's what made it so funny, man.
One of them is their children. You saying one of them is the grandkid. You know what I'm saying? They got black in the family now.
Both of these dudes are pure white.
Yeah.
They old as hell.
They
And
married
these
some
is
black
young.
somebody married.
Yeah, that's what we're like. Where
Like,
are
where the
they?
black dudes? But the thing is where did the black dudes come from?
That's what I was saying when I saw that.
Jerry.
These white dudes smoke dope or something. Cause
They got to.
that was a dope
Who
fight.
are the black people?
They
The
got
dope dealers.
That's why that punch is so.
Fred and Sam, we coming to your house.
He
connected on both of them.
Fred and Sam, like,
had a power.
God damn it, I left my pipe on this table. I'm tired of touching my shit.
Can you play one more?
Got to. He connected on both punches. He just ain't had no power behind
That is so
shit.
crazy.
Look at this nigga Rob. That's that nigga
How
Rob.
that shit popped up?
Yeah, son, we gonna have to put that in something, son.
That is so crazy.
No, you stole mine. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Cardo, and it was both chin checks, man. He trying to knock that ass out, boy.
Oh shit.
Nah, they ain't knew that was gonna happen. They was just talking shit.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
That is so
Stop
crazy.
that shit. They got Damon in the video.
Man, I really want to know what that was about.
Exactly.
I don't want to be stereotypical about it. I apologize, my
What
black
would you
brothers
say?
in that video. I ain't mean to call y'all dope there.
No,
You know, I just had to
say,
be comical.
what do you think the guys were fighting? What do you think they were fighting about?
You know how old people talk shit.
grumpy about everything.
Stole this
Old
big
people fight
gas.
about anything. Say something else about my daughter. I'm tired of you talking about my daughter. I'm taking this shit for 10 years. I ain't hear this shit no more. From that to a remote.
A universal remote?
Is that my goddamn sweater? I'm tired of you start coming in my damn chest and wearing my damn sweaters. Take it off. I ain't take it off.
But no, the black people were there.
Harvey, you took my harmonica.
Cause the nigga stuck him twice. Did he say something? I ain't doing shit or something like that?
That's what I was trying to hear. What are you saying?
They said something about stones on.
Oh man.
Shit checked them quick. He said,
Old
no,
savage. Them old savages.
Okay, listen.
You gotta talk about them like they talking about it.
No, you stole mine. Oh shit.
He ain't give a
shit.
chance.
Stole my bitch.
He said, you block, nigga.
Look, that's a 20-year-old fight right there. They been fighting about that
He said
shit.
you ain't about to say another word right, nigga.
I had a fan
You stole my
You didn't
bitch.
even have on shoes.
Yeah.
It was a woman.
That was a woman.
That was a woman fight. That looked like that. That's an old.
He always hate, just like 20 years ago. When I had Marianne, he came and stole it from me. No, you stole it.
I told you to say it one more time. Say it one more time.
Who stole it? You stole it. You stole it. No, you stole it.
Bobby Ray, I told you not to mention
We
my
gonna
wife.
settle this shit here and now. 20 years, I'm tired of arguing about the same shit.
This nigga is stupid as hell.
Hell nah.
But that got to be
He
like
let
some
me
of the
get out of
funniest
his
shit I
mouth.
ever
Mention
seen.
my wife again.
Hell no.
We gonna do the other shit
You
again.
didn't even see that the little big Incredible Hulk ass little boy.
You can't bring out that one I sent you. That shit hilarious.
He's down.
Does he lift weights or is it just natural?
That's why it's swole.
Oh, no, he may have a disorder.
nigga body
There's a
look like-
disorder, though.
Yeah, when they grow big. But I don't know, that right there almost look Photoshop, but then when you come back into the, yeah, it's just like a light.
Yeah, that's a
light.
disorder, though. I saw that.
This part of my ass. That is not this part.
Yeah, but some are born old. And
This is
Amir.
Amir the Hulk. Look that shit up.
Yeah,
That
some
shit
of
out,
them,
right?
it's a disorder where they're born, like, with muscles and they
I
grow,
got
like...
you. I got you.
Man, they want to give out children disorder. That's a man. That's a low baby hawk. That's just a black gene click on.
Amir the Hulk.
A gene click who?
Say that again. The gene click who?
Yeah.
The
Oh,
world's most muscular kid. This is not no joke shit. Trust me. Somebody got this nigga lifting weight. He probably from Florida.
Which one we were?
why do you say it's probably from Florida?
Cause that just seems like some shit. Some people from Florida. Yeah,
What is everybody's problem with Florida?
Because it's like most of the country.
Grammarly can help.
And that's
And it's a different type of country. It's not like it's, it's swamp. So it's
What's
not
up, my
like
desktop
Louisiana,
is
but
today's
it's not
video is
Georgia,
based on
it's
Amir the Hulk. This little kid that looks about 3 years old is a beast. This little dude.
Today, them niggas taking over. Shout out to the Brit.
Why didn't you play it? Amir Hulk? Oh, he has a Facebook page.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got a Twitter, he got a YouTube.
Is that
I'm pretty
him?
sure this nigga be lifting weights.
Or is that someone?
You should have went to his Instagram. That's probably where.
Oh, someone's holding him or something.
Shit, he 3.
Ooh, showing my age.
Yeah, bro. This nigga 45, nigga.
Really?
That's just like.
He is. Wow, that's good.
Who, me? No, man.
Dude, are you serious? I'm like, wow.
She's like, oh my gosh, I need to find out his secret.
I know, right?
33.
You're definitely high, yeah.
When you be traveling time.
33.
You mean 2019?
Already 33.
The side effects.
85?
Huh?
34 this year. Old ass nigga. Why that seem like you don't add up? Okay, let's get back.
Yeah, that's what it is. And then you normally think a lot, so that just worsens it.
This shit ain't got down telling anything.
Nothing at all.
With a Wikipedia.
Just say,
Wikipedia.
does Amir Hulk have a genetic disorder?
I doubt it.
No.
But you were playing with
That nigga the shit though. I love that picture though. Shout out to Young Hulk.
like he's about to go boxing.
The first black.
Talking about, man, I be having that nigga in goddamn little tiny shirts. Like, yeah, son. I have him in the rippable shirts just in case he go to school. Like, somebody fuck with you, just rip the shirt out. Let you come on.
You gonna be the king of the class when you graduate.
Like I told you that
They gonna skip your ass. Hold on, get this nigga out this grade. Put this nigga on the football team.
You wanna scare somebody, nigga. Because the other niggas ain't gonna be able to rip their shirt off.
They gonna get that nigga a scholarship before he joined the football team. Now get him a scholarship now, and then give him his pass. Nigga, shit, nigga, you the mascot, the linebacker.
Oh, man, where did Amir Hulk muscles come from? Where?
I'm not 100% sure why, but he's I'm So Latif on Instagram. He says, spent time with my nephew,
I'm So Latif.
and Amir, in brackets for Terror Squad today, but I had to post a video of hashtag Amir the Hulk because since I posted him and him going viral last year while on vacation, people have been begging me to post more videos, so I'm happy to oblige. Here is hashtag Amir the Hulk, but he says in brackets, to be clear, Amir was born with a slight deficiency called Denelli SIP. He's not given steroids, nor does he have myostatin. He's young, smart, healthy, and he is normal. So I thought at first maybe this is parents that are getting this kid into like training really young. I was like,
no, but he has a deficiency that results in.
Trying to classify, bump what they say. He's
trying to take something.
He's just like, forget the facts.
Ain't
With
no
everything.
Look at this little motherfucker.
by his parents.
Like the first youngest kickboxer ever.
Out to not look quite the same as
Yeah.
he does now.
Like, you feel
But this
me?
kid
Yeah.
actually does have these
He ain't
conditions
jacked like
now.
that, boy.
First it was up the
That nigga
myostatin.
was like hell when he grew up.
Basically what
Yeah,
controls
but that little boy is
in
3.
terms of like it stops it from putting on too much muscle. So you look at those huge bulls.
That just be some shit.
What would you do? You just woke up and that motherfucker was standing up.
I empty out every round of ammunition I have available.
After I piss and shit on myself.
I'm So Latif.
I don't care if he's dead or not. I'm still.
Did you guys get the name of that page? I'm So Latif.
Did you look up that
I'm
disease?
so
I mean, did you look up that deficiency?
Yeah, I'm So Latif.
Did you look up that deficiency?
Yeah, affected and trunculum generalized lipodystrophy is apparent at birth, and some individuals the face may be normal at birth with lipoatrophy becoming apparent during the first months of life.
Lacking fat.
It gives an athletic appearance,
Oh.
because skeletal muscle hypertrophy is also present.
Yeah.
Okay. So it grows abnormally.
Energy in his muscles and fat just don't fucking.
Includes gigantism, muscular.
Yeah, like the kid.
hypertrophy, advanced-
I ain't gonna say I was that slow.
got
My mama had me
black
on push-ups
blood.
my whole life.
Yeah, he was right.
You are so
Ain't nothing wrong with him. He got original nigga blood. They just want
Man,
to blast
yeah, I feel you though.
No,
They
I'm
just
saying.
don't want to say that nigga weed and shit when he got there
Hey.
and it popped up a god.
That one of
That's
Wakanda
all I'm saying.
children.
They're saying people that has too many muscles, we're gonna say they have.
What's the name of that tribe from Wakanda with the rhino people? That's one of their children.
Hey, look, what is the root word of all that shit? What, I know it come from Latin.
This
or-
nigga is
that
from
shit sound like some French. But really,
Watch his daddy from Gambia or something. You know what I'm saying?
Next video, bro. We spent a whole bunch of time on it. We had
We want to know the info, right?
was worth it.
Knowledge.
This Benjamin Button in reverse ass.
It's just Hercules came back and they don't want to admit it.
You don't want to admit it. He want original blood nigga. Don't
This is
care.
right.
He got muscles and he ain't did no push-ups.
son of-
You know Hercules was black. That baby
Oh,
hair.
hell no, my daughter ain't going to school with that little nigga. Y'all better put that nigga in another class. Who grown ass little nigga in the class? First day of school, that nigga getting
lifting up 3-4 desks and shit, juggling children and shit. Hey, I like this
picking
job.
up desks first day of class. WWE. All the daddies jumping that nigga.
He don't took out the class bully the first week and shit.
They're like, they be cheering his name.
I know, right?
Yo, I'm Ray. I get everybody money.
But you come home from work, and your daughter sitting on the couch. This nigga having a tea party.
Like, nigga.
Let me go get my girl.
What up, pops?
Teenage in my house.
I definitely need my gun for you, little nigga. That's all I'm saying.
Baby,
I'll be right back.
What up, pops? We been waiting for you to get home, T.
Y'all niggas stupid, man.
It's a peace sign, sir. No. I'm not in the game, remember? I don't appreciate you doing this stuff.
Of course.
I feel threatened. That's what I did. You were trying to take a picture of me. You did this. Are you trying to threaten me now? Am I being detained?
People still do this.
Am I being detained?
They really don't.
No, at this point, you're just being silly.
This one's peace, and this one's gang. Peace, gang.
What gang?
That's the nonsense that people get hurt over.
Yeah, this east side bitch you doing, bro. Said peace, gang.
You started on east side, that's his to the side.
This is gang.
This is
Which gang? Which gang?
I'm good.
They don't try to classify a coach, I swear.
Hey, you gonna tell we made the peace sign, you gonna tell us how to throw it, nigga. We did this shit.
He said, hey,
Nah,
first you guys said it was this.
Black
You can't switch it up to this.
and then that ain't the sign.
Just
Stop changing.
Hell no. Hell no.
I know your signs and symbols.
Actually, that's really the sign for war.
This is what I was talking about.
You're inside, make yourself known.
Yeah, this is the one I was talking about.
You had the right to protect yourself or your friend.
Hey, come on out with your hands up. Just, okay, all right. Come on out. You got the firearm in your hand?
And then you can know the quality of this house. Look at that guy and look at the size of that door.
Yeah.
Come on out here.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like a big ass.
It's a massive door.
Come on out of the house, please. Come on out of the house.
And look at
Say it's a massive door?
yeah, look at him and look at the door and look at the stairs.
I think he might just be little.
That look like a, I don't know, cause see, look out here. Is that not an apartment, like a townhouse?
Nah, that's a big ass door.
I'm saying out there, that street.
Yeah, because even
Is
that big
his
guy
parking
looks
lot?
big. I mean, the door looks big beside the big guy. You see what
I
I'm
didn't
saying?
think they would come up there. If it was a regular neighborhood around there.
Yeah, they'd be scared.
You gotta turn around and face away in
his
your
own
house
house.
in some drawers.
I never would have put my gun down.
Put your hand behind your back and face away from me.
God, close that door. This bitch.
First of all, you will be paying my mortgage for the rest of my life and my income.
I got a full alarm here. I got an open door. I'm trying to make sure. I just talked to the wrong people. Okay. I just talked to the wrong people. We'll sort that out, okay?
See, it's a nice neighborhood. That's what I'm telling you. He said, I just talked to the alarm people.
Look across the thing.
Yeah, it's a nice
See what I'm
neighborhood.
saying? That's a neighborhood. That's
Like a condo,
Yeah, like condo
10 nice
type,
townhomes
yeah.
or something.
And he get locked up in his own house.
Yeah, because it's a nice neighborhood and he's black.
That's
black.
across the
Yeah,
street.
that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you, like the size of that door.
That is a parking lot, ain't it?
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's a parking lot. That's why I was saying it's like.
Condos inside.
Cause he
Yeah.
don't got no yard. If he would have had a yard, it probably would have been a bunch of cop cars out there in front of his shit.
It's because of the neighborhood he's in. Otherwise, he wouldn't have had a problem.
Just have a seat.
Nigga, I shit with
He was down on Lee Street.
I be like, nigga, you put your gun down. Fuck, you at my house, nigga. Shit. I'm trying to, man, but still. That's how you know it's a nice neighborhood when a black dude leaves his door unlocked. Cause that's how the nigga opened the door. The door's unlocked, right?
The door's unlocked, right?
Yeah, he just said
Make
it.
announcements.
How you know it's a nice neighborhood when a black dude leaves his door unlocked?
I made several announcements in order to...
White people do that shit, man.
Listen, just listen to me, okay? I made several announcements.
Never know. Maybe you're like
Somebody coming home,
Yeah.
daughters, you know what I'm saying?
You got
Yeah.
something in your hand.
But that's still a nice neighborhood, even today.
Right. Because you're not going to do it. If you're in a bad neighborhood, you're not going to do that at all.
Yeah, you ain't do that shit on
Yeah, you're not doing
accident.
that.
Even if you did do it on accident, that's even more of a better neighborhood.
It's in the daytime.
You feel
so
It's like, oh, man, I just closed the door.
it's in the daytime.
Peter's
so he
across the
couldn't
street. Everything's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
You are, all right? And whether you're supposed to be here or not.
Crazy.
That's crazy in his own house.
Yeah, he never would put no handcuffs on me. I'd have sat right there with my gun. Figure that shit out. I'll be right here at the top of the steps. You can close my door, nigga.
I made several announcements. When I first got here, there were no answers, okay? And then about 5 minutes later, I gave another announcement. He said, I'm inside. gave commands to come to the front. He came down the stairwell, he had a firearm in his hand.
Of course.
I told him to drop the firearm. He dropped the
That's man. Sorry I had to end so abruptly, but we got a little bit pressed for time, man. I like that everybody watched to the end. If you did watch to the end, if you skipped around, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got some kind of message out of it, man. I'm up here smoking. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, review. You know what I'm saying? Share with all your friends. You know what I'm saying? Post the clips. I got some clips that's gonna be posted soon. We're gonna do it every Wednesday because every Monday is really draining a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And until then, stay high. Because when you come back, you know what I'm gonna ask you, my nigga. You high yet?
Nah, I ain't holding my tongue. Is there a law against the truth these days? If I left for the hoe, it's just dumb. With alcohol, I don't really need proof these days. He ain't real, and I bet it. King Henry, I'ma leave my bitches beheaded. Guns make you move, you can tell him why it's legend. My pleasure to point him out. You can tell him I said it. 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 Right? Everywhere I'm going, throwing east side. They got a problem, you better tell him I rep it. Tell him I said 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 it.